Pokemon Go is finally introducing the Galar region, September content update, a new season, and so much more. So, without any further ado, let's dive into it! And we'll kick things off with September content update, and then we'll talk about the few events that have already been announced, and all of its details and stuff like that. So, starting off with September content update, Dynamax is finally, well, I guess you can say finally, because that's kind of like the, the Wish version of, Mega Evolution, but Dynamax it seems like it's finally joining Pokemon Go. Not only that, we already got the announcement that Zacian shiny form is also going to, be introduced throughout the month of September, so not too shabby of news. So the new season is going to be called Max Out, in case you haven't really, been keeping up with the news as of lately. But yeah, what is it that we're going to be getting throughout the month of September? Max Battles, which seems like they're going to be completely separated things from, from what we already know as raids. I'm assuming they're still going to, be showing up on Pokemon gyms, but yeah, it seems like those are going to be completely separated. So the first few that we're going to be getting are going to be Dynamax, Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle, Swkovet, and Wooloo, which, by the way, as soon as the season starts and the Go All Out event starts, those are going to be debuting as shinies as well. So there are going to be new shinies that are going to be joining the game of Pokemon Go. So these max battles apparently are going to be taking place from September 10, which is when the Go Big event starts, but they actually go all the way up to October 1st, which is way too long after the event ends as well. So it seems like we're going to be able to get all of these Pokemon that we just mentioned for like, I don't know, 20 plus days. So that's going to be fun. That's going to be fun. And what it takes to 5-star rates for the month of September, I guess they're not really going to be all that exciting. We're going to get Kyogre for like 2 weeks, from the 3rd to the 14th, then Groudon from the 14th to September 26th, and then the debut of shiny Zacian from September 16th to October 4th. All of these are obviously going to be taking place from 10 a.m. to 10 a.m. local time, as per usual. So yeah, there's going to be that. To pair up with those 5-star raids, we're also obviously still going to be getting the Mega Raids, and those are going to be Mega Absol from the 3rd to the 14th, Mega Houndoom from the 14th to the 26th, and Mega Gardevoir from 26th to October 4th. All really decent megas, but yeah, like, I think out of these three, Gardevoir is definitely the best of them all, which is the one that outclasses basically almost, if not all, of the Pokemons on its category as a fairy type attacker. As for the other two, they get completely outclassed by what we already know as the Beast Tyranitar. So yeah, and what it takes to raids for Mega Raids, unless, you're still looking to get these on your Mega Dex, there's not really going to be a whole lot to it throughout this month of September. And once again, we're still going to get Raikou in Shadow Raids. The only thing that I'm not really mad about is that if we're getting Raikou, there's a good chance that we're still going to get Suicune. I still haven't gotten my shiny Suicune. I have one more weekend left for this season, so I'm kind of like, a little bit hyped for that, to try to just pretty much get that shiny Shadow Suicune and be done with the legendary trio of Shadow shinies. But it's really weird that we're still going to get the legendary dogs for the 3rd season in a row. I was really expecting it to be something else, but I guess it's not really going to be happening then. Well, we have raid hours, and seems like those are going to take place on the 4th and September 11th for Kyogre, and to finish the month off, we're going to get Groudon on both the 18th and September 25th. As always, raid hours do take place from 6 to 7 p.m. local time, so do keep that in mind every single Wednesday of the month. So yeah, those are like pretty awesome Pokemons to be having in 5-star raids, and to be having in, in raid hours, but then again, they're not really going to be giving us the chance to primal evolve. So yeah, they're just going to be cool for you to farm them up to, you know, the hundo IVs, and well, by the time you do get the primal energy, well, that's when they're going to be coming in quite handy. Moving on to Spotlight Hours, and I guess we'll just finish with the events afterwards, because there's a lot more to talk about on events than we have on Spotlight Hours. So, for the first Spotlight Hour of the month, it seems like we're going to be getting Wooloo, which is going to be a shiny debut, and well, it's going to be taking place at the same time as the first event of the season, as well as the first event of September is going to be taking place. So there's going to be a few more bonuses to, you know, for us to take advantage of, other than the Spotlight bonus, which is going to be 2x evolution for Wooloo, which, once again, it's not really the greatest of them all, but if you can't really go out and can't really do something else about it, and have lots of Pokemons to, you know, evolve, there's that, but it isn't really as great as it used to be. So yeah, Wooloo, shiny debut, going to be taking place on September 3rd for the Spotlight Hour. Not too shabby at all. Then we have Jupiter, which, well, it's already been on a bunch of events, including GoFest, so lots of us might already have it as a shiny, but it's going to be giving us 2x catch Stardust, so it's a good one to participate. It's going to be taking place on September 10th, then on September 17th. Wobbuffet, which is a really good one to hit excellence, and it's going to be giving 2x catch XP, which is going to be absolutely amazing to farm some XP if you're still lacking that for, you know, some level ups and whatnot. And then to finish the month with, in what it takes to Spotlight Hours, we're going to be having, you know, Machop on September 24th. Still a really good one to be hitting excellence on, but this one is going to be giving us 2x catch candy. It's a really good budget fighting type still to this day, so it's really useful Pokemon. All of these obviously can be shiny. Spotlight Hours always take place on Tuesdays from 6 to 7 p.m. local time if you want to mark those down, or just, you know, be subscribed to either here or to the TikToks, and we always do drop those videos letting you know about the spotlights on Sundays at 6 p.m. Well, that's going to be, you know, UK time. It's not going to be your local time, but yeah, there's that. Then, events! Lots, well, I mean, not lots. I guess this is basically the average amount of events that we usually get, but still, lots of events for the month of September. And the first one that is going to kick things off is going to be called Go All Out, which is going to take place from September 3rd to September 10th at 10 a.m. So from 10 a.m. to 10 a.m. on both of those days. And what is it that we're going to be getting with this event, you ask? Well, you know, the starting trio for the Galar region: Grookey, Scorbunny, Sobble, and not only those three, but also Drippy, which I really thought they were going to save this one for later on down the road, but I guess they just went all out with the debuts, so not too shabby at all. So they're already presenting us with the amount of candies that we're going to be in need of to evolve all of these 4 Pokemons that are going to be the debuts for this event. And it's pretty much your usual 25 and 100 candies. So 25 for the first evolution, 100 candies for the last one. I'm still a bit overwhelmed about Dragapult just, you know, being put into the game this early, man. I really thought they were going to be holding onto it for a little bit longer, but, you know, I won't really be complaining too much about this one. For event bonuses, we're going to be getting 2x XP for catching Pokemon, as well as 2x XP for evolving Pokemon, so still going to be focusing a lot in what it takes to gaining XP and yada yada and so on. Then we're going to be having special encounters in what it takes to hatching eggs. For 5km eggs, we're going to be getting not only Grookey, Scorbunny, Sobble, and a few more. On 10km eggs, Dreep is going to be the star, but apparently it's not going to be the only one, so this one is going to be a bit hard to come across. On 7km eggs, we're going to have all of the Galarian shenanigans from Meowth, Ponyta, Slowpoke, and so on. So well, it's going to be an event focused on the Galar region. Not only that, like, kind of like the entire season is based on that. So yeah, I think it's only fitting that all of these eggs are going to be having such encounters. We're also going to be having Pokestop showcases featuring Galar first partner Pokemon. So the initial trio, Grookey, Scorbunny, and Sobble. So that's going to be some fun ones to be participating on. And we're also going to be getting a collection challenge rewards that are going to, well, get us encounters with Wooloo, and I'm assuming a few more things. And when it takes to wild encounters, we're still going to be able to get Grookey, Scorbunny, and Sobble on the wild encounters, and apparently Drippy is also going to be on the rare spawns. So, overwhelmed? Overwhelmed that they're not holding back on Drippy, overwhelmed that we're getting it on 10km eggs, and even more overwhelmed that it's going to also be showing up on rare spawns, so we're not going to, you know, only be confined, is that a good word to use in this situation, to just hatching eggs to get such you know, a well-appraised Pokemon for the Galar region. For the wild encounters, we're also going to get Swkovet and Wooloo on the regular, normal, common encounters, which, once again, are going to be two of the newest shiny debuts, so there's going to apparently be lots of opportunities for us to get these two as shinies. Field research task rewards are also going to include Grookey, Scorbunny, Sobble, Swkovet, and Wooloo, which, once again, can be shiny. And then we're going to get what it looks like to be a max out special research. So we're going to be able to choose one of the three starter Pokemons, either Grookey, Scorbunny, and Sobble. My god, I'm going to... I'm just going to be using these names like so much. But we're going to be able to choose either, like, of these Pokemon, one of these three Pokemon, kind of like, you know, to just... pretty much like we had with a few seasons ago with Sprigatito and whatnot, in which we were able to choose that path and just get like all of the things related with the Pokemon we chose. Yeah, we're apparently going to get the same exact thing with these three. So we're going to be able to choose a path, and you know, the rest of the season is just going to be focused on the path that we chose for that specific Pokemon. And apparently, like our postcard is going to be like changed over to match the Pokemon that we choose. So it seems like there's going to be quite a few unique things to this season in particular. I guess that pretty much concludes it for the Go All Out event. So that concluding it for that event allow us to move on to the next one on the line, which is going to start, well, as soon as the other one ends on September 10 and goes all the way to September 15, and it's going to be it's going to be called Go Big. So Go Big is going to be taking place from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. local time. So obviously on September 10 to September 15. And what is this one going to include? The debut of the Dynamax Pokemons that we previously were talking about. What are going to be these, you know, Dynamax Pokemons, you ask? They're going to be no other than the almighty trio, the ones that started it all. Dynamax, Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle, and well, these are the threes that I was talking about, and then I was just like already moving on to both Swkovet and Wooloo that are going to also be part of the Dynamax debuts. Do keep in mind, if you have played or if you've played the Galar region games or have known about Dynamax Pokemons, well, you should be aware that these are not the Gigantamax ones with the special abilities, the special differences in like the Pokemon's evolutions and stuff like that. Not really sure what these just regular Dynamax Pokemons are going to be bringing into the table as of right now, but they're going to be different. They're going to be able to be shiny. I'm just really unaware if they're going to always have this form. or if we're going to be able to transform them into something else. I'm really curious about that. I'm pretty sure it says, or it might say somebody somewhere else within either these posts or within the community, but as of right now, what do we have? The Dynamax debuts for the event, which are the ones that we've already mentioned, and all of those are going to be able to be shiny, so there's that. We're also going to be getting a max out special research. Take on max battles and earn max particles, a new avatar item, and more. So max particles, I'm assuming, are what, we're going to be in need of to evolve like the Pokemon into its Dynamax form. If that's not what it is, I'm really curious about what it might be, because it doesn't really explain much about it other than the fact that you must claim this max out special research from September 3rd to December 3rd, which is pretty much when the season will end, at 10 a.m. local time, or rather 9:59. Because that's, well, basically the last minute of the season. So wondering how this is going to be working compared to the Mega Evolution system, if we're going to be getting any bonuses out of it, how easy it is going to be to evolve these, if we're going to have to spend, passes on this and whatnot. I'm really curious about it. Some rate of fresh air into the game, and this is going to be cool. This is definitely going to be cool. So for this event, we're also going to be getting more Pokestop showcases featuring event-themed Pokemon, as per usual. Then in what it takes to event bonuses, 2 times the XP for winning max battles, which are obviously fighting against the Dynamax. I really gotta stop saying obviously, man. The XP that you get from defeating these Dynamax Pokemons, and 2 times the XP for spinning Pokestops. Based on my calculations, this 2 times XP for spinning Pokestops is going to be matching up with Ponyta Community Day, which is going to be taking place on the 14th. So that's definitely going to be a fun community day for us to... Did I say community day? I hopefully said community day, because I feel like I said something else. But yeah, it's going to be matching up with community day, Ponyta Community Day, on the 14th. So we're going to be getting 3 times catch XP for that, if I'm not mistaken, plus the 2 times XP for spinning Pokestops. If I'm mistaken, we're just going to be correcting myself straight away. Don't worry about it, because we're going to be talking about Ponyta Community Day in just a few seconds. Then, field research tasks are going to be featuring Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle, Swkovet, and Wooloo, regular versions, not Dynamax ones, and all of these are going to be able to be shiny. I'm still missing my 4-star Hundo IV Squirtle, so hopefully at some point I'm going to be able to get something like that from one of these research tasks. That would definitely help me clearing up that spot on my Mega Evolution Hundo IVs collection. So I guess that pretty much concludes it for the Go Big with the Dynamax Pokemon with New event. So definitely going to be a fun one, new content being introduced into the game. Do keep in mind that these are not the Gigantamaxes that we're kind of like, mostly, be expecting, but it's going to be a fun introduction. Introduction? Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll just proceed with that like nothing has happened. So, what do we have next on the list? Raid Day for Phalanx. They usually don't really present what Pokemon we're going to be getting on Raid Day within these, blog posts, kind of like Majigadis, but apparently they already said that we're going to be getting Phalanx. It's going to be taking place on September 8th from 2 to 5 p.m. local time, and apparently it's going to be taking place at the same time of the Go All Out event in Phalanx. So we're going to be getting Phalanx as... Am I really thinking that Phalanx is what I think it is? I have like a complete... Yeah, okay, that's the exact Pokemon that I have in mind. On a raid day. Really weird, but, well, we're going to be able to get it as a shiny, so there's going to be that, but, is it really good for anything other than PvP? I wonder. Just know that it's going to be taking place on September 8th, 2 to 5 p.m., and that's about that. Then, as we previously mentioned, September Community Day, Ponyta, from 2 to 5 p.m. local time. And, well, we don't really get these to differ too much from one another, other than the special moves, the featured attacks that we get, the Pokemons that are featured in, well, the event bonuses, which I can already see that I messed up with what I said previously. But Ponyta Community Day taking place from 2 to 5 p.m. on September 14th. Both the regular version of Ponyta and Galarian Ponyta will be appearing more frequently in the wild and with increased shiny odds, the usual 1 in 25, with the featured attack that is going to be Wild Charge for both of them by the looks of it. So Wild Charge, definitely not a stab move. Definitely not one of the greatest attacks. I'm not really sure what impact it's going to have on Ponyta. I don't think it's going to have much of an impact, but Galarian Ponyta is absolutely tremendously beautiful, at least compared to the regular one, in my opinion. So, great opportunity for a great Pokemon, for us to get a great Pokemon to be shiny, or that looks amazing as a shiny one. So for the Community Day special research, as per usual, $1, you get lots of things related with the Community Day, including, you know, extra encounters, extra items and stuff like that, if you're willing to put the $1 into this event. For event bonuses, not the 2 or 3 times catch XP as I previously said, but we're going to get 2 times candy for catching Pokemon, 3 times Stardust for catching Pokemon, which is still pretty cool. Okay, you get the double XP for spinning Pokestops, and 3 times catch Stardust for catching a Pokemon. Plus, these are really easy to eat excellence on, so you're still going to be getting amazing XP no matter what. So whatever, okay? 2 times the chance for trainers. Well, I mean, 2 times the chance for Kenny XL as per usual as well. Lure models and instances will last for 3 hours. The usual 5 snapshots, 1 additional special trade, and trades will cost 50% less. So pretty much your standard bonuses. The 4-star raids are going to be featuring both Ponyta and Galarian Ponyta. So obviously not Rapidash the evolution by the looks of it, which, well, I'm really surprised about in a way, but, well, I guess it makes sense. It only has like 1 evolution, so what else could they do? So these are going to be pretty easy for us to defeat, and as per usual, they're going to be, you know, after you defeat the raid, you're going to get like Ponytas to spawn around the defeated gym, usually 100 to 150-ish meters radius. So yeah, and they're going to have the same shiny odds. Damn, I almost forgot about that. They're going to have the same shiny odds as the ones that will appear during the event. Do keep in mind that these raids are going to take place from 5 to 10 p.m. your local time, so only after the main part of the event is over. So it's usually like a good opportunity for those who were not able to participate during the event. You're still going to be able to get like at least 1 or 2 shinies just out of doing the raid and then getting the spawn. So it's not the worst thing in the world. Field research tasks are going to be featuring encounters with, well, obviously the Ponytas, Great Ball Stardust, and more. Pokestop showcases are going to be featuring both Ponytas as well. Who would have said? And yeah, apparently there are going to be, as per usual, you know, the web store bundles, both on the Pokemon Go web store and the in-game shop, if you're interested on that. And oh, new stickers! I'm sorry, I just like to do that every single time we get new stickers. I don't know, it's just the thing of mine with the stickers in Pokemon. Plus, these are rounded. These are really round stickers. For some reason, I don't really get the feeling from these, man. I just don't. I don't know, man. The fact that they are round, all of them, just make them look like patches for whenever you get like a hole on your jeans or something like that. I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyway, they look, the art looks really good regardless of them being just, you know, completely round. So yeah, there's that, and that pretty much does it for the Ponyta Community Day details. After that, later down the month, we're going to be getting the Psychic Spectacular event. So as pretty much we get every single year. That one is going to take place from the 18th to the 22nd from 10 to 8 p.m. Respectively. Then we'll have Oranguru and Passimian Research Day, well, I'm glad I'm not really going to be missing, well, do I have these shinies? I don't think I do. I guess I'm going to be missing a lot on this day, because I don't think I'll just have the day off in order to participate. And these research days are always just so annoying, because you have to do the researches. In order for you to do them, you have to be playing the game. And, well, if you're not playing the game, you're not really getting much out of such event, and only for 3 hours, man. Only for 3 hours. So if you have work or something else to do throughout that time, you're just cooked. You're done goofed. But yeah, Oranguru and Passimian are going to be be the featured Pokemons for that research day. So that's going to be fun and all. I'm going to assume that that is going to be like the Passimian shiny debut, because we've already gotten Oranguru. Or maybe I don't know. I'm pretty sure you're going to see on the screen if I'm wrong or not. So don't worry too much about that. And then to pretty much get done with the month, Legendary Heroes event, which is going to take place from September 26th all the way to October 1st from 10 to 8 p.m. respectively. And I feel like this pretty much concludes the video, if I happen not to be forgetting about anything. Yeah, hopefully I didn't forget about a single thing that has already been announced up to this moment in which I'm recording the video. It seems like we're going to get like quite the fun season with some really cool shiny debuts, some really cool Pokemons joining the game, and some really cool new features, which hopefully have a lot of potential to add, a lot more to the game. Without any further ado, guys, I won't be locking you guys up with me any longer. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and up until the next one, and as per usual, stay awesome, stay safe, stay scrubbity, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace! Come on!